Shalom, hello guys. I want to share a psalm to you guys. If you go to Psalm 91, this is perfect for what's going on with this virus going on. If you go to Psalm 91, we're going to see something that God opened my eyes. Those who live in the shelter of the Most High will find rest in the shadow of the Almighty. This I declare about the Lord. He alone is my refuge, my place of safety. He is my God, and I trust him. For he will rescue you from every trap and protect you from deadly disease. He will cover you with his feathers. He will shelter you with his wings. His faithful promises are your armor and protection. Do not be afraid of the terrors of the night, nor the arrow that flies in the day. Do not dread the disease that stalks in darkness, nor the disaster that strikes at midday. Though 1,000 fall at your side, though 10,000 are dying around you, these evils will not touch you. Just open your eyes and see how the wicked are punished. If you want the Lord your refuge, if you make the Most High your shelter, no evil will conquer you, no plague will come near you. For he will order his angels to protect you wherever you go. They will hold you up with their hands, so you won't even hurt your foot on a stone. You will trample upon lions and cobras. You will crush fierce lions and serpents under your feet. Now, I want to tell you guys. On verse 13, the King James Version, it says, you will trample upon the lion and the adder. You will crush the young lions and the dragons. Dragons is a way in the Old Testament because people didn't have the word dinosaur in it. So in the King James Version, it was so literal in the basic English language that they didn't have the word dinosaur. They compared it, they replaced it with dragon. For example, some psalms will say, let all the dragons of the earth give praise to the Lord. And some psalms will talk about the dragons, and those are, assume a lot of people assume this, those are the dinosaurs. Now, let's keep going. Verse 14, the Lord says, I will rescue those who love me. I will protect those who trust in my name. When they call on me, I will answer. I will be with them in trouble. I will rescue and honor them. I will reward them with a long life and give them my salvation. So yeah. So guys, I want to say, don't be afraid. You know, God is commanding his angels to be around you guys, and you don't have to be afraid about what the future holds. Yes, it's true, the world will never be the same after this. But what I do know is that Jesus is returning. Nobody knows the day or the hour. Nobody knows, not even the second or the timing. No one knows. But what we do know is that the signs are very clear. I don't know how the world's going to go back to normal if it gets to that point. I don't even know if the world's ever going to go back to normal. I doubt it. I think the world's going to change a lot. Because right now, every nation in this world is helping each other out. And I don't know if there's going to be a one world government. I don't know what's going to happen after this. But guys, trust in God. Because remember, he is higher than any disease. He is higher than anything that is out there. He is higher than the devils. He is higher than anything else out there. And he is a good God. You know, I wanna go quickly to the book of Matthew. If I go to Matthew, hello guys. So if you go to Matthew chapter 25 verse 31, it says, but when the Son of Man comes in his glory and all the angels with him, then he will sit upon his glorious throne. All the nations will be gathered in his presence, and he will separate the people as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. The sheep are the God's people. Sheep are us, we Christians. The goats are people who don't belong to God. He will place the sheep at his right hand and the goats at his left. So what it's saying this is there's going to be a time when Jesus returns. Every single nation in this whole wide world is going to come together in the presence of God, and they're going to testify whether they did something good or whether they did something bad. And Jesus, regardless of what nation they are, regardless of the ethnicity, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, it doesn't even matter. This is all one race. It's the human race. No matter where you're from, God is going to separate you from the sheep to the goats. Either you're going to be his disciple, or are you going to not be his disciple? And those who are not his disciples are considered the goats, and they're going to a place where Jesus says will be called hell, which is where the weeping and gnashing of teeth is. So we have to, stick together in this, because we're not fighting flesh and blood, guys. Our enemies are not people. It's not humans. It is the principalities and the spiritual forces of darkness. It is the devil and his demons. And we have to always fight this battle together. So let there be no more division. Let there be no more fighting. Let there be no more violence in this world. Let's get together and solve this problem together. Because in the very end of whatever, it's not an if, but a when, the time will come when Jesus will return and take us home. And we don't know when, but we have to be prepared, because we're in this together, guys. God bless you. Have an amazing, awesome day. Be safe, guys. God bless.